Hey everybody, how's everybody doing? My name is Azaria. Welcome to the House of Truth. I want to thank all my new subscribers, and I want to thank my current subscribers for being there. I want to thank you for all the love and support and encouragement. You don't know what that means to me. Miss Deborah, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. If you would like a personal read, look in the About section. You'll find the listing there, the price listing there. Please do not watch my videos if they do not resonate with you. I'm not trying to trigger anybody unless you want to be, okay? I got some energy in that I had to release. I went ahead and prayed and pre-shuffled the cards because my time is limited. So this is going to be a mini read. I got the first general energy was the Temperance card, okay? But the vibe that I got is that someone's having a problem with a child, and they need to balance the relationship out with this parent and this child need to balance their relationship out. Look like the child might be giving some type of problem, okay? And it looks like the parent is like, the vibe I get is like, on this child, really trying to get this child to behave. But the one thing that I do want to say is, yeah, a child is supposed to be obedient to their mother and father, but a parent is not supposed to aggravate their children either. The discipline and rearing that you give your children is supposed to be out of love, caring love. The Temperance was clarified with the Five of Swords, feeling. The vibe that I take is like maybe the parent might be taking extra steps in order, as a form of discipline, taking things from this child in order to feel victorious within their parenting, but might be going a little bit overboard. The Five of Swords was clarified by the Five of Wands in reverse, okay? I believe this behavior, it was causing conflict with the child and the parent. I believe the child and the parent were arguing back and forth in regards of this. And if this child is of age, the parent is probably limiting the child from its freedom. I also get that the Five of Wands was clarified by the Two of Swords. This parent or the child has closed their heart off, not really wanting to see the bigger picture for what it's really worth. The Two of Swords is clarified by the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands in reverse, okay? Okay, the way that I'm looking at it is like maybe this parent was being generous, being kind, giving as much as they could, or trying to be understanding as much as possible when it comes to this child, but is losing patience. Yeah. This parent was trying to be strong, firm when it came to disciplining this child, but it feels like that the parent might feel like it is a losing battle. The Ace of Cups children are always a blessing, but I think because due to the stress that this child is bringing, this parent is like, this is the child from hell. This is hell boy or hell girl, pretty much. This parent is wishing to put a death or put an end to all arguing, the bickering, maybe wanting this child to pretty much, the only thing I say, be more obedient, listen more, do what is required. The parents want this child to it, do what's required of them. They need to do what's required. The child does. Either the parent or the child is coming out of hermit mode. I'm sorry, not hermit mode, but high priest is in reverse, wanting to put a death to the situation, but not using their higher judgment, or not using their intuition, not using their direction on how to fix this situation properly without all the disputes and arguments. This parent might have just been kind of hanging around, putting up with a lot when it came to this child, this teenager child, however it resonates with you. And it looked like the parent was getting tired of maybe enforcing discipline and rules and things of this nature. What it looks like is that the parent, this could be the mother or the father, was daydreaming, thinking about things from the past. It's funny, but it's not funny. Like, where did I go wrong with this kid? What have I done? What direction? Huh? They was right out front. She was the lady with the cart. Yeah, she right by the nurse's station. It looks like the parents like, what have I done wrong? What have I done for this child to act this way? You know what I'm saying? Wanting the time and the effort that has been put into this youngin', wanting to see results, pretty much wanting to see, wanting this child to be victorious, okay? But because of this child's behavior, the parent feels that maybe that this little individual might be going down the wrong path, okay? Got the the 4 of Wands in reverse was clarified by the 7 of Pentacles in reverse as well. Alrighty. Trying to figure out, or don't really know which direction to take when it comes to disciplining this child. Have done everything that they could in order to implement the discipline that is needed in order for this child to get on the right path, but it's not working, okay? That was clarified by the 8 of Swords. Wanting to communicate, wanting to talk, all right? But it looks like someone's shutting down because they're tired of the disagreements. They're tired of the arguing. This has brought conflict within the family, okay? The Eight of Swords was clarified by the Nine of Wands. I think that's the Nine of Wands. Like I said, it's a new deck I'm learning. I think this is the King of Wands. I think that's the Nine of Wands. It's spelt different. Okay, what it looks like is that this parent does not want to maybe rush in and make any like sudden discipline moves. That's the vibe that I'm getting. Okay. The Nine of Wands was clarified by the Queen of Swords, suffering with dignity, but it's in reverse. It's like this parent is like trying to take a step back because they have been the disciplinary reinforcement here, and they're look like they're taking a step back from this a little bit because they have really been putting time into this individual or into this child that is so needing discipline. Like he's acting up. He's not rushing in. This parent is not rushing in like they were at first when it comes to discipline. Okay. I believe this child has brought some type of embarrassment to the family to the point where it has caused the parent or parents to have to like when I hear suffering with dignity, it's almost like your child has gotten caught stealing within the community or something like that, have done something wrong, and even though you're going through this, you have to keep your head held high. You know what I'm saying? It feels like someone is getting or is trying to give up, wanting to give up, getting ready to have a nervous breakdown. Okay, you can only hold your head up for so long when your loved ones are doing wrong. Okay, Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords. I mean, feeling as if that they're not going to get peace and victory in regards of this situation. Not using their intuition to get this peace and victory. All right. Feeling victorious by defeating this child in a certain way to the point that it has left embarrassment. This child is probably embarrassed, has been humiliated by this parent due to his or her behavior. Like I said, the parent kind of had to step back a little bit. Was just kind of watching this child act out and things of this nature, but they're coming out of this situation that and I'm also picking up like maybe one parent was involved in this, but it might have been a divorce or someone like two people come together, copulate, have a child, no longer in love. One parent trying to handle this situation, the other one kind of steps back, and now another one is the other parent is trying to step in as well as a reinforcement when it comes to discipline. Okay. Like I said, this arguing has caused conflict with others, maybe within the family. Someone's thinking like, where did I go wrong with this child? Kind of in hermit mode, sitting, gazing and looking out the window, you know what I'm saying? Hiding themselves. You look like getting tired or fed up with this behavior, okay? Closing themselves off, not really wanting to deal with this situation anymore, but wanting victory because the time and effort that they have put into this child, wanting to see the results. You know, you put that time and love in your child, you're hoping that one day they get older and everything that you have tried to instill into this child will be is what they try to live by. The good qualities and attributes that has been instilled, but it looks like maybe someone's wanting to go left. Okay, wanting to communicate with this other parent about how this child is acting. This other one's getting ready to have a nervous breakdown, pretty much, because they're trying to come up probably with different discipline techniques, but it's not working because the discipline techniques that have been used haven't been they haven't they it had, not saying that it didn't work, but look like maybe discipline might not have been stable, persistent. You know what I'm saying? Times you might have let this child get away with things they didn't have no business getting away with, and then now when this child start acting out, now you want to start putting your foot down. Discipline does not work that way. Discipline is consistent, and when it comes to children, you have to show some type of consistency. Like I said, this parent is wanting to discuss with the other parent on how the behavior is, okay? Not wanting to come in and rush in and put any more effort into the disciplinary actions. But like I said, getting ready to have a nervous breakdown. The discipline hasn't been consistent throughout the years. If this is an older child, I know what it is. I know what it feels like. Yeah. It was clarified by the Four of Pentacles. Someone's giving up. Someone's most definitely giving up. Don't want to put the time and effort into discipline anymore. It's like, all right, I did all that I can do. It's the other parent's turn, okay? But they are pretty much giving up when it comes to the discipline of this child. And the Four of Pentacles was clarified with the King of Swords. Knowing that there is a firm decision that is going to have to be made. Okay, but not doing so, but giving up. Giving up. Giving up when it comes to enforcing okay, giving up when it comes to enforcing the discipline. And what it looks like that this parent is wanting to put it off on the other individual now, or the other parent now. It's like, I done all that I can do. This child is not this child is not acting in accordance. He's showing his behind. He or she is showing his behind. What is the conclusion for this? What's the conclusion? Coming out of this emotional turmoil, hopefully that this child will turn around and make some type of decision on to do right, or maybe the parents will try to change disciplinary actions in order to get this child to respond better. But coming out of this, like I said, emotional turmoil, coming out of this energy of feeling like they're bound and stuck and can't make any type of decisions when it comes to this situation. Wanting to sneak away. I think this is the child that might want to try to sneak away in regards of when it comes to or the parent is wanting to kind of sneak out the picture. You know what I'm saying? Upset because of the fact that the methods that maybe they used did not get this little child to change. Teenager, take it as it resonates. Okay. It is. It's raising kids ain't no joke. I mean, I might be chuckling and everything, but I know what it's like. Sometimes you can't do nothing but chuckle when it comes to raising these kids. You gotta laugh, smile, and then get back to business. Okay? The Seven of Swords was clarified with the Nine of Cups. Okay? What it looks like too, because of this child's behavior, it is interfering with one of the parents' sex life as well. They can't get their groove on the way they want to. Okay? And this makes them very emotional, to the point it's almost like they want the other parent to take this child off their hands so they can have them a little fun time as well. Okay? The Nine of Cups is clarified by the Eight of Wands. Wanting to communicate. Okay, wanting to talk about what's going on. Yeah, okay, I see now. That came out. Anyway, Eight of Wands, wanting to communicate maybe to the other parent on how this child's behavior is. Okay. Oh, that's sad. Feeling bound, feeling stuck as if they can't make any changes when it comes to the disciplinary actions of this adolescent. Okay? But yeah, someone's getting frustrated behind the discipline. Discipline is consistency. It's not when you get discipline don't kick in when you get upset because you can't do what you want to do. Discipline doesn't work like that. And guess what? A child pick up on that as well. Oh, he or she lets me get away with everything until they get mad. that's instilling the wrong type of thinking for this adolescent. Because what's going to happen, this child is going to watch you and do what you do. And this child is already probably doing what you do by watching you. They're like sponges. They take up everything. Okay? So, if you enjoyed my little mini read, thank you, like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate you.